Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. We are continuing our playthrough here, trying to finish building up our hydrogen vent and finish off our minor volcano tamer. I don't know 100% that this is actually going to work, but I am trying to work from memory as to what worked in the past. So we'll see. We'll see how that actually pans out. In the meantime, we are trying to get this all dug up and cleared out. I guess there's not much of a point in mopping it because we're gonna keep getting stuff dripping down from up here as this continues to melt. Although I should probably just dig all this out. Maybe that'll help solve some of this problem. As far as up here goes, it looks like we did take a little time to dig out some of the remaining metals on this map. We definitely have a shortage coming up of available metals. I do want to pipe this over to the other planetoid. So let's take a look at what that looks like. We have it kind of starting to be set up over here. Once this is done, I can then build something here and then open this up and let this drain into here. This is polluted water, so, and with a lot of germs. So we are going to have to do something to solve the germ problem. Looks like our food supplies are a little bit low, but that's partially because we sent some food over here, which apparently didn't help that much because they're out of food again. We also have irrigation problems, and that's because of that lack of water. So, yeah, this is going to become problematic rather quickly. Let's go ahead and mop this out. We do have our bristle blossoms working just fine here. Sweetles are helping them grow quicker, which is good. I do want to mop this up. Did we fix our bathroom issue? I think we did. Yeah, so this now goes into here. So this should work just fine. That should take care of some of these accidents that have been happening. Let's go ahead and connect that tile there. We got to get this done sooner than later because they are out of water over there, and I can't afford to keep sending them food all the time. For now, I am going to send them over some barbecue because they are desperate at the moment. Okay, so this is the input. So this is the piping that will run this. Do I have the... It's unreachable build. Okay, that's why they haven't been building it. I think I need to get a ladder that goes all the way down there. Are we gonna drop off the barbecue? It's priority 9. I'm gonna do yellow alert because people are in the midst of starving over there. So I'm hoping. There we go. I think they have some barbecue in their hands. All right, that should be enough to get us through for now. At least keep people from starving. There's some barbecue there, so. Okay, now the focus has to be on... There is oxygen. This is producing oxygen, so there is that. We do need to burn more energy. We are not burning enough energy here. Are we... We're not in space, so this should not be an issue. All right, we are finishing up here. How's this going down here? Looks like we're still just pumping out the vacuum. I do got to keep building this up over here. This is going to become active in 25 cycles. So we do have some time here, but I do want to get this all kind of sealed up, get it all pumped out, and get it ready to rock and roll as soon as it can. Up here, we are pumping, so we are taking a little bit of time to transfer some of this heat from the hydrogen. We're bringing it over to here, storing it, and then pumping it into here as needed. But it's not actually needed right now, so they'll trigger on probably pretty soon. There we go. We did close this off, so we should be in pretty good shape here. I am going to close off this here. And what should happen, it's probably going to take a lot of cycles to get this far, but what should happen is this will eventually hit a point where it's producing enough heat. Because, remember, it's emitting gas at 500 degrees Celsius. So eventually this room is going to get hot enough, and, by proxy, these metal plates are going to get hot enough to convert this water into steam. Unfortunately, there is hydrogen buildup here. I think that's why I had it open, now that I think about it. So maybe I will deconstruct that for a little bit, but it will ultimately turn this water into steam. The steam will then run this turbine, which will destroy the heat, convert some to electricity, and then dump it back into here. So we'll leave that open for the time being to let this gas come out and be pumped out into the wild here. But this is working just fine. We have some gas being held in reserve, and the temperature seems to be normalizing / shifting pretty well to the metal tile. So should be all gravy. Okay, let's see what else we got going on over here. So we do need to get this water moving. Go ahead and build this. And this is just so this water gets cycled through here. Comes back up around here. And then gets dumped out. Because these plants are dying, and then these Drecos are starving as a result. So we definitely have to solve this problem as well. Is this all built? It is. This is all built. This is all built. Let's go ahead and deconstruct this. Priority 9. Should dump all this liquid into here, which will then pump it into here. And then if we go to our other planetoid, theoretically, well, we got nothing hooked up there, but we could theoretically output it to here. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna come right along here. All right. And then that'll get cycled through here and then eventually end up dumped out here, which then means it can be used for this. However, because it is gross and full of germs, we're going to have to do something to clean it up, because that much pollution is not going to be good. Also, what's in here that's off-gassing? There's got to be something not great there. We do have wheezeworts here, so we might want to consider doing something with that that's going to cool down all the nasty, hot, infected water that's going to be coming out here. Go ahead and hop back over to here. Beds, we don't have enough beds for our duplicants, which I'm a little bit surprised to hear. I thought we had plenty. Okay, there's no power going here. Oh, because it's not going through here. Okay. So if we open this up all the way, they should be able to go in there and build that cable just fine. I really feel like we should do something about all these germs. Probably before pumping it, but I'm just gonna roll the dice and we'll see what happens. So what we should probably do is put some sort of like tepidizer over here. What's that under? Is that under utilities? Yes. So we're gonna have to deconstruct some of this stuff. And then get like a tepidizer going over here. We should be to a point where this liquid comes out here. And there it is. The polluted water is getting siphoned off and sent over to the other planetoid, which should solve their... Oh no. Oh no, this is the input. This is the output. Haha, I didn't need to hook that up at all. It was already wired. Silly me. Okay, well, let's go ahead and deconstruct that, but it's still working either way, so let's let it do its thing. We could stop trying to disinfect that because that just ain't gonna happen. All right, liquid tepidizer, you're going in. Let's go ahead and connect you up to something. These are way too overfilled, so we're gonna have to figure something out here. We're gonna have to get a proper power spline going here. We currently don't have anything. Okay, so if we just go straight down here. Take a look at our electricity here. We can deconstruct all this stuff. Because we're gonna have to rewire pretty much everything here. Because everything here is gonna have to end up being wired through a transformer and all that stuff. So let's just, for the time being, just disconnect everything. I gotta rewire it all anyway, although I probably could have left this in place. I'm gonna go ahead and just deconstruct and reconstruct all the electricity. We're also gonna wanna deconstruct this. Keep that power line running straight down as much as we can. We can get the gas pump might want to stay. The liquid pump we could probably get rid of. I don't see, I mean, there's gonna be the liquid dripping out of here, but I don't see a need for the liquid to be doing that anymore. All right, we do have our bog buckets are all growing again. Because we do have actual water being produced at this point, although it's super germy and nasty, but at least it's going. I do need to redo these at some point to farm tiles that don't require the duplicants to deliver the water to it and make it more automated, but we'll get around to that at some point in the future. Okay, we got some starvation going on, but some of these bog buckets should be... Yeah, this is at 97%. I think we'll make it without me having to send more food over, but I'm not 100% confident. I'm just going to keep pumping this water into here and filling this up as much as possible, so... Right, this will be a problem for electricity unless I get this resolved, because the power, or the water's not going to pump to here. So I do kind of have to focus on this a little bit and keep this going. All right, is she... So the wrong dupe ate the food that needed to be eaten. Cool. Well, I guess we're gonna have to have to send some food over anyway. I don't think she's gonna make it that long. Oh, there is a bog bucket done. Okay. Well, maybe if we get lucky. You can eat this bog bucket. There she is. Looks like she's eating the bog jelly. That'll give enough duplicants to make it another day. All right, so hopefully that'll just kind of work itself out. All right, I think I'm gonna move this electrolyzer. I might move the whole power setup in general. It's probably a good idea to build something a little better over here that's gonna do a better job at containing everything. Let's go ahead and pop back over here and see where we're at. Just gonna keep building up like a layer at a time until this is completely closed off. It is right now a vacuum, so we should be in a pretty good shape as far as that goes. I mean, we have a lot of cycles before we really have to see how bad I did and see what actually worked. This is going pretty well. I'm not sure where the hydrogen's coming from. It must be leaking from somewhere, but I can't quite see where. Everything's closed off. It is pumping the stuff out. It must just be taking a while to get it all completely clear, but it is working as intended. You see the metal tiles are starting to get hotter, which is part of the goal here. The hydrogen's definitely getting warmer, especially near the bottom here. I was hoping the temp shift plates would do a little more work on getting the heat distributed to the metal tiles here, but it'll eventually sort itself out. So I'm not overly worried about it. This will start turning itself off, which will prevent the gas pump from overheating. It'll shut this door, and it'll stay closed until this till all the heat from this dissipates and is sent through the metal tile to the liquid to the steam pump, and starts cooling it down. So it'll take a while to like get the system primed and running, but it'll work just fine, I think. Might be famous last words, but I think it will work fine. Okay, so we do have some water still in the line, and that seems to be working okay for the time being. I do think we need to, so we have a proper bathroom setup here, which is good. I wish it was moved over by one so that I can get everything fit in here like it needs to be. I'm gonna put some sand over here because we have none, and I need some for the filtration medium. So all right, we need to kind of redesign this, and because this is not, I mean, it's just venting hydrogen up into the air. It's not really doing anything with it. So I need to get some proper structure here. Go ahead and get some insulated tiles going. Sedimentary rock should be fine for this. And really, I just need to kind of build a duplicate of what we have going on over here. So we got 14 tiles wide. Pop over here and start that. Yep. 14 would be right there. So let's cancel that. Not that. All right, so we need some ventilation here. We have to put some gas pumps in. Did not mean to do that. All right, let's get 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll have to get this ladder out of here. Let's go ahead and deconstruct most of this. Actually, let's deconstruct all of it. Except for this, because we're going to have to be able to get over here for the time being. Maybe we'll build a ladder down here just to get to there. And then once this is... we'll let them start constructing and deconstructing that. All right, so we build 4 little airflow tiles on either side and then a little U. Let's go ahead and get some airflow tiles. We got 1, 2, 3. 4, and then we got to build a little... I feel like, did I go too low on that? No, I didn't. Okay. So it's just 4 straight tiles and then 1 up and then the little doors. This is ready to go too. We should probably get this set to go while we're at this. Too many things to do. Not enough time to do it. All right, so let's go ahead and build those. And then insulated tiles are going all the way up to here. And we're coming down. I won't build this one because we want to be able to get in and out of here okay. Let's go ahead and copy this. Okay, we have some like serious starvation going on here. And gas pressure is now causing an issue with the bog buckets. So, although down here is just fine, but we're not quite to the point where we're able to do anything. So let's go ahead and send over some stuffed berries. I told the barbecue to go up to the, to the spaceship. So I don't want to miss out on that. Let's go ahead and do some stuffed berries. Allow for manual use. Set that to like urgent priority because people are actively starving right now. So it is legitimately an urgent priority. Okay, we do have some food made it over there, which is good. Let's try to get at least one more. We seem to be pretty low on oxygen, which is not a great thing over here. Let's get one more thing of stuffed berries over there, and then we'll go ahead and turn this off. Okay, that's good enough. We'll turn that off. Okay, that should put us in a relatively good place food-wise on the other planetoid. At least gets us, well, I guess not. Maybe got us just enough calories to keep everybody alive, but I mean, that's kind of all we really needed at the moment because we have the bog buckets going now. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of this progress here. Seems to be going okay. Let's take a quick gander at our setup over here. Okay, that was way too wide. It only needs to be wide enough to fit this. So I guess let's go back to the... Oh, this is what I screwed up. Okay. So you need to build here, and you go here. Got it. Okay, we can deconstruct that. Let that kind of do its thing for now. Oh, good, we did get some calories that showed up over here. So we should be in a decent shape. How is our power spline going over here? Seems to be doing okay. Let's go ahead and... Well, not really do that. Let's cancel that. So really, the batteries, I don't need them down here. They're here, but I don't need them. I could build them wherever. So this is all kind of useless stuff. So let's just do what we did on the other planetoid and start moving our power system up to the colder area here, because it does generate some heat, and that'll buy us some time. And I do want to leave enough room for smart battery, because we are going to need that. We could just do it. Use lead wherever we can. We'll probably use some lead in here because we have that readily available. Go ahead and get a ladder going up there and dig all that crap out to make room. And that should... Then we don't have to worry about connecting... Actually, don't have to worry about connecting this wire at all over here, because we're going to end up deconstructing all of this stuff. And also, we should deconstruct these little bits and bobs of wire here. Let's go ahead, deconstruct that. Let's deconstruct pretty much everything in here, except for maybe the room itself. So, all right, we'll let that do its thing. And then ultimately we'll end up going up this way and connecting everything power over there. We'll also have to have some power running like over here and coming down this way to hook up anything on this side of the planetoid. But that's not an immediate concern. It is something we will have to worry about at some point. Go ahead and just wire that all in. And look at that, perfect height. And get that over here. I don't want to break that open and get all that carbon leaking out again. We can go down here. I'm not actually doing anything with this at the moment, but I will want to hook up everything through this power spline ultimately, and this one's just temporary. I actually don't even know why I'm building this one necessarily, but we'll see once I get this one going. I mean, well, I'm building it because it's already here and it's easy to hook everything up to. This is more of a longer term project that's going to take a little time to get fully completed. We're going to need a ladder to go all along the side of this, all the way down to here. So it's not going to be an immediate thing for sure. Okay, I think we're in an okay place over here, except for, people suffocating. That's not good. Okay, let's cancel that, and let's urgently build these ladders. so that we don't have anybody suffocate. Although I think we're going to be kind of hosed here. Yep. May didn't make it. Sorry, May. Didn't think that one through very well, but you know, it happens. All right, so we got this going over here. It's just going to take some time to build. That was an oopsie on my part. I shouldn't have been a little overly aggressive on deconstructing all that stuff, but we do at least have water here. We got bog buckets being produced. We got calories available, so I'll just kind of let this do its thing over here for now, although the power is not actually going to be running, and I do have to hook that all up for cooking and whatnot. So a lot to do here, but we'll let it percolate for the time being. Let's hop over here. Actually, let's hop here and look at how this is doing. It looks like they haven't put any actual barbecue over here, which I'm not 100% sure why that hasn't happened. Also, this body temperature is too low, so that's not good. And is that happening as a result of this having been dormant? So there's not enough heat being generated over here at the moment. So that's not too surprising. I guess we just let that. There's really nothing we could do about that other than just wait for the cycle to finish. And then once this kicks back up in 11 cycles, it'll heat that, and that problem will kind of self-resolve. So not an immediate concern as it stands right now. Anyway, this seems to be going just fine. It is getting close to that point where this is going to evaporate, so I do have to close this up at some point. I wanted to get all the hydrogen out of here before that happened, but oh, so the battery is overheating. All right, we're going to have to look at making that out of steel or something, because that's going to be quite problematic. Now this is down to like 30 micrograms, and it was at a couple hundred, I think, not that long ago. So it is eventually pumping all this gas out of here. So it's not the end of the world, but it would be nice to. All right, let's go ahead, get this built, get that wired back up. Looks like we are filling up the storage quite significantly here, so we are gonna, yeah, this is gonna run for a bunch of cycles, so we're gonna need to build a lot more of this if we want to actually contain all of the gas and have that buffer in place. So let's go ahead and start just building the framework for that. Because once this fills up, it'll kind of get wasted, and we don't want that to happen. We'd rather have it all banked up safely here, and then when this is not pumping out hydrogen, this can feed into the system and bridge that gap until the cycle continues. So, yeah, this is getting up there temperature wise. At least the battery's not overheating anymore. That's good. Let's set this threshold to 90 and 10. All right, down here, things are going pretty well. Again, we have some time. Not a ton, but we do have some time to kind of finish this off and get this all ready to go. I'm just building this to try to block off and make the lava that spawns here, force it to pour down in this direction, and then conduct the heat through these plates here. So I think that will all work as intended, but we'll see. All right, so I think this is probably a good spot to put the cut in for today. Where did all this hydrogen come from? It's a bunch of micrograms. So I think we did accomplish pretty much everything we wanted to accomplish, except for getting the rest of these plants up and running here. So hopefully this will solve that problem and we can be done with that. But anyway, we started kind of fixing the issues here with the Dreco farm. Then we also started fixing the issues with some of our plants here, and we are replicating on the other planetoid an oxygen generator so we can more formally bundle this into there and have a efficient oxygen producing system that isn't just leaking hydrogen willy-nilly all over the place and causing all sorts of problems. I am gonna ultimately, I think, deconstruct these planter boxes and just focus on having farms down here. Yeah, we're cleaning up the power system over here. We got water. Uh, it's very dirty water and it's not safe water, but it is water that is getting pumped over here and, you know, keeping this up and running. So a lot accomplished, even though it was all kind of like little things here and there. So thanks for watching. If you like the episode, hit the like button. If you want to see more content in the future, consider subscribing, and we will catch you in the next one.